Operation Rosa Parks. We have to make sure we keep history in order.
Hello, and welcome to Digital Spy's latest Doctor Who video review, and our first trip back in time. This week, the Doctor and friends meet a real-life hero, travelling back to 1950s Alabama, where they meet civil rights icon Rosa Parks. This episode is a little less frantic and a little more considered than the previous two, and that's reflected in Jodie Whittaker's performance. It's less manic and there's a little more gravitas. And for the first time, her companions each get an equal share of the pie too. Rosa makes strong use of all four leads. Everyone gets something to do, and they're frequently seen working together to solve problems. One of the episode's most powerful scenes sees Yaz and Ryan forced to flee a whites-only motel, and here they debate discrimination and how racism endures in 2018. Again, it seems that the unique strength of this new era of Doctor Who is in its quieter, more poignant moments. But while the lead cast are served well, as the title suggests, this episode is really all about Rosa Parks, played by the fantastic Vinette Robinson.
Can I help you?
By keeping the sci-fi madness to a minimum this week, Doctor Who manages to tackle her story without feeling glib. It treats it with the respect it deserves. In fact, the best and most surprising thing about Rosa is how utterly uncompromising it is. The episode doesn't dance around the subject of racism, it tackles it head on, with Ryan in particular coming in for some horrific treatment. And for a family show, there's some unexpectedly strong language thrown in there too. Credit to Doctor Who, and to writers Mallory Blackman and Chris Chibnall for having the confidence to tell this story without compromise. There's a happy ending of sorts, but as the Doctor herself says, life's still hard for Rosa. Even the episode's villain is a racist from the far-flung future, an acknowledgement that it might not ever be possible to eradicate discrimination entirely. This episode offers no easy answers, just food for thought. So Rosa doesn't pull its punches, but it's also not especially subtle. Occasionally it hits the brakes to explain exactly how discrimination operated in 1955. You're sometimes left wishing that the show would trust us to engage with the simple power of Parks' actions. We don't need an inspirational pop hit to let us know that Rosa refusing to give up her seat is a big moment. And we don't need a space rock named after her to let us know that she was a hugely important figure. Then again, there are probably a few adult viewers, never mind the younger ones, who don't know exactly who Rosa Parks was or what she did, so we can forgive the odd heavy-handed moment. The lack of alien nasties and big action sequences might make this episode of Doctor Who a struggle for the very young. But for the rest of us, it's a touching story about how small, positive acts can have huge ramifications. All things considered, the bold and risky Rosa should be admired, because it absolutely has its hearts in the right place.
Are we actually leaving? Not in a million years.
Thanks for joining us. For more Doctor Who news and features, be sure to head to digitalspy.com.